And we're live.
Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we are the creators of the blog and this YouTube channel called Nutmeg Notebook. And this is where we share with you all about a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. And today is...
Amazon Prime Day. A big day in the
Camera's over there.
Big day in the shopping world. So yeah, we're here to talk about a number of our favorite home and kitchen products. This is a product demonstration video. We do have the open chat on it. We have Jesse Bunker Maxwell, one of our moderators, is here with us. And
oh wow, there's all kinds of conversation going on in there already, and we just went on.
Yeah,
we got a busy group.
Yeah, we just came off of an Amazon Live that ran a little bit long, so we had to change up our studio gear to transmit to YouTube. So sorry about the little delay, but we're only a few minutes late.
Only a few minutes late. We're doing pretty good, I think, for today.
Okay, so I'm going to go over and get your iPad set up so you can have a copy of the stream over there.
I don't know how much these are.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the pricing.
Oh, it's not on the sheet there?
It's not. I don't have the pricing on the sheet here. How's everybody doing today? Have you bought anything on Amazon Prime yet? I'd like to know what you found. I know there's lots and lots of clothes. Tom found like some of his jeans that he likes were on there at a really good price. We've already, done a little bit of shopping. We have a little more to do. For ourselves.
Yeah, $6.29 down from $12.
Okay, so they're almost half off. Price. Wow, that's amazing.
So I'll let you talk about those. I'm going to check sound and such.
Okay, Tom's going to check and make sure everything's running smooth. Everything went good for the Amazon one. So first up, what I want to talk to you guys about are these simple kitchen shears. So we love these. These are KitchenAid. And they come with this protective guard or sheath, if you will, which is really nice if you're going to travel with these or you're going to put them in a kitchen drawer instead of a knife block. So we do keep them in a knife block, but when we travel, we take these with us. And so I'm really glad that they have the guard, the blade guard, because these babies are super sharp. So what do we use these for? We use these in the kitchen every day. And when we travel, we take them with us when we're on road trips. And when we're cooking in our hotel rooms or our Airbnb, we use these all the time. So they have, I want to say, they have micro serrations on them, is what they say, all along the blades. And so that helps them apparently become extra, extra sharp. And they will cut through everything that you need them to cut through. So on a daily basis, I do use these to open up, like if I buy arugula and it comes in that cellophane package, I'll use it to open that up. And then I will use it to snip all that arugula, to just chop it up. We like to put it over creamy soups or add it to chili or what have you. And this is just a quick and easy way just to cut that up. And it makes it really simple. If you want to, I'll have like a handful of cilantro, and maybe I've made my nachos and I want to put fresh cilantro over it. And then I'll just hold it and I will just chop up the cilantro, or chives over a baked potato. So many different things. You can actually cut hard little carrots with it. I mean, this thing is so sharp. It will do so much, which makes it really wonderful when you're going on vacation as well, because it can sub for a knife and just help you do so many things. So I think the one that is on Amazon Prime today, it is black instead of the red. If you want the red, you're going to pay extra, but the ones that are on there are black. And it does have the soft grip handles here, which is really nice, because if you're doing a lot of the chopping, then it won't hurt your hand. And we did take our chopping bowl on vacation with us, but one morning when I was just making I just wanted a small bed of greens to put under some quinoa, black beans, and corn and salsa that we were taking hiking with us. I just used these just to cut that up really fast. So anyway, love that. They're inexpensive, but they're really great. And I highly recommend at this price ordering a couple extras, which I do have to make myself a note that I want to order a couple because they make great hostess gifts, you guys. So I'm gonna make myself a note because I want to order those. They're at such a great price, and put them in my closet and save them for Christmas. Order 2 extra shears for gifts. So if you get invited to somebody's house, just make a really nice little hostess gift, and then maybe a little potted herbs that you can get like at Trader Joe's, and put the two together, and that would make just a really nice little gift. So give it to your postman, your UPS. We have a UPS lady. How many of you have a female driver?
You have a question on the scissors over there.
Okay. Thank you, honey. Do they come apart to clean? These do not. Now, I know some scissors do, but it is not a problem to wash these. They're very easy. You can put them in the dishwasher, but I never do because we use them constantly. And so I just hand wash them, and that works really great. So good question, though. Thank you for asking that. Cheryl Atkins says, wait until you see Tom's vacuum cleaner. Oh, yeah. She was watching us on the other show. Okay. The other thing that, and these are little things, but they're so much fun. So this is a pack of 12 silicone baking cups. These are from the Amazon Basics. So you get all these fun colors. You get 2 of every color, and this makes my grandchildren so happy because we have one that loves pink, one that loves purple, and one that loves blue. And so you can use these in place of paper cupcake liners when you're making muffins or cupcakes. They fit into your standard size muffin tins, and the silicone lets you have oil-free baking. So no oil, no oil spray, baking spray, cooking spray. What do they call it? See, it's been so many years since I've used any, I've forgotten what it's called. No cooking spray. They will release. They kind of act, I mean, they're like non-stick. So what's the trick with the silicone baking? The trick is to wait until the baked goods are cool before you try to take them out. If you try to take them out too soon, then they are going to stick. But as they're cooling, then they start to release from the sides of the silicone, and then you can easily remove them. I usually push from the bottom, and that will help them pop out, and then you can put them on a cooling rack to cool. So these are wonderful. They're safe for the environment because they're reusable. You can use them again and again and again. They are dishwasher safe. I always hand wash them and I use them for different things. So you can put ketchup in here to dip your fries in. You can put my ranch dressing in these to have as a dip with your raw veggies. I use these a lot when I'm putting a plate of food together for the grandkids. So they like the crispy chickpea croutons. So I can put crispy chickpea croutons in one. I can do some strawberries in another. If they're having like vegan cheese and crackers, I can put cubes of vegan cheese in one and crackers in another. And then you can just set them up. We can do nuts in them. Our one grandson, we only have one grandson. Our grandson likes pumpkin seeds, so I can do that. I can do like trail mix in them. We can use them for us as well, with extra little things on our plate that we want to have. You know, little kids don't like things touching. I actually know some adults who don't like their food to touch as well. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, they come in handy for so many things. When you're getting ready to cook or bake yourself, if you prepare everything, get all your ingredients out to begin with, and measure things out, everything will go much smoother. You won't have to think, oh my gosh, did I put the cinnamon in or did I not put the cinnamon in? I can't remember, you know. If you do it ahead of time and have everything ready to go, you'll make less mistakes and it will actually save you time. And you can go ahead and pre-measure out your ingredients and use these for the little things. So if you're baking, your cinnamon, your baking powder, your baking soda, your vanilla powder, all of those things can go in here. And then as you're reading the recipe on what to put in next, then you can just do that. It's so easy. If you're sauteing something that's going to require garlic and maybe you're using some coconut aminos and some different things, then you can put those in all these little containers and then dump stuff in as needed. So these come in handy. I use them all the time, you guys, and they're so cute and colorful, and the grandkids love them as well. And anything that the grandkids love, I love too, because who doesn't want colorful stuff on their plate? Okay, so Vicky asks, thank you, Jessie, for bringing that up again. What air fryer do you recommend if you can't get the Breville? We will talk about that a little bit later on, and we would recommend one of the Ninjas, and we can show that to you and talk about that. Let's see. Tracy Reese says, if I use that for Tammy's ranch dressing, would I fill it to the brim? I would fill it to the brim and eat the whole thing. Yay!
If you fill it to the brim, you could have a weight pushing the sides down.
You might have an issue. You might. Yeah, but they're good for to use for the little bit of condiments. So, you know, I like to take Dylan's Well Your World SOS-free ketchup and then the sweet mustard dressing and mix them together. And this just works great for a little dip container. But that's me. That's what I like to do. Sherry Taylor asks, are you going to show items that are different from the live Amazon that you just aired? Yes, there will be. We're going to do a lot of the same. Go ahead.
Yeah, to answer that directly and you can take a drink of water.
Thank you, I need to.
In the show notes, and if you're watching on the TV, then I don't know how you're going to see that because there's a lot of information in the show notes today. There were about a dozen items we covered on Amazon Live. We're going to cover those here. And because not everybody has found the Amazon Live streaming program yet. And then also in the show notes underneath those is another category that says other items we're going to cover in this video. That are items that are pretty central to our lifestyle that weren't necessarily on the Amazon Live thing. So we are going to cover some additional products there that resonate for us. So not a ton, but they're all listed. They're all listed in the show notes, description, and a direct Amazon link. And as you all know, we are affiliates to Amazon. Amazon affiliate commissions is a big chunk of how we fund the Nutmeg Notebook information machine. So we appreciate you using our links today or any day. But yeah,
helps us pay for all of our software and our camera equipment and
email fees and so forth.
Yeah, email.
So all of that information is in the show notes. You can watch now and then go back to your smart device later and look at the show notes or on your desktop. Probably the easiest place to find show notes. So yeah, all of that information is in there. And then I'll be showing some stuff in terms of pricing and pictures on screen as we go.
Okay, so then, so the links for the Amazon stuff is also in the show notes.
Yes.
For the things. So you guys, if you want to purchase any of the Amazon Prime stuff, then Tom does have those links already in there for you. So next up is the OXO Good Grips 3 piece mini round pop canisters. So I don't have the round ones. I have the square ones, but the round ones are the ones that are on the Amazon Prime sale today. So the great thing about these is the versatility and the fact that they stack and the fact that they seal. So they're called pop-ups because you push down and that center lid pops up. Then it works like a handle so you can pull it off. When you push it down, then it firmly pushes against the inside of the canister, and so that keeps air out. It helps keep your food fresher. Now these do come apart so that you can wash them. It has little arrows on here showing you how to unscrew it, and then you can wash everything, thoroughly dry it before you assemble it again, and then put it back together. So I use these throughout my pantry for all of the beans and grains and lentils, and as you can see here, popcorn, and they just work great. They have different sizes. They have tall ones for pasta, cereal, you name it, whatever your dry goods are that you keep in your pantry. We also do tea bags in them. We have a cabinet where we keep a lot of tea, and we'll put tea bags in them. I like that the canisters are clear because you can easily see what you have. And I have some of these that I've probably had for at least 10 years. And they're still working and going strong. Our daughter also uses them in her pantry. And it just, you know, if you take things out of the bags, I still have a lot of stuff in bags, don't get me wrong. But the high volume stuff that I use all the time, I like to keep them in these containers. And it just makes your pantry more organized, neat, and because everything stacks, and it just makes everything take up less room.
Did you see the question about what they're made of?
They are a type of plastic. They are BPA free. They are dishwasher safe as well. And not only are they good for in the kitchen, you guys, you can also use them for crafts, your sewing room, whatever kind of crafts you use. You know, you can use them in the garage to organize things in the garage. You can use them in the bathroom. So cotton balls and Q-tips and, you know, little containers, little tubes of things can go in here, and it'll just help you be more neat and organized. Let's see. And so no, they are not glass. Would be nice if they were, but they'd be a lot more expensive if they were. Okay, so that's it on those. So Tom, did you want to talk about the earbuds?
Yeah, I just closed that window. I have to get it back. I was trying to clean up my windows. Do you have anything else you can cover in the short term?
Did you have this listed in the
show notes? I think
in the
so.
show notes. So you guys, this is my favorite water bottle. This is a Hydro Flask.
Yes, it's listed.
Okay, great.
Down in the lower half.
Okay, this is the Hydro Flask. It's a 21-ounce container, and I believe it's stainless steel on the inside, and you can get different tops on them. This is the type that I have, and you can also get a boot for it. And I don't know where yours is, Tom. Tom has, the grandkids gave him a rubber boot for his, because when he sets things down, it makes a big clink. And if you put the rubber boot on, which he ordered me one this morning, if you put the rubber boot on it, then it makes it quiet and silent, and it won't damage anything either. These will fit in your cup holders in your car. We take these, like when we go hiking, we'll take these, we'll put ice and water in them, and then we'll leave these in the car. You know, too heavy to carry with us in our backpacks, and we have hydration packs in our backpacks. But we'll leave these in the car so that when we come back, we will have cold water. So even after like an 8-hour hike, when we get back to the car, and this has been sitting in a hot car for 8 hours, it will still be nice and cold.
And it's $35.95 right now.
That's a good price, $35.99. And they come in different colors. I'm not sure what they have
Prices
available.
vary.
It varies.
The black one's $35.90. The blue one's $35.90. And then there's another color for $68.99. So I wouldn't go there necessarily.
Okay.
Not going to pay twice as much for a different color.
No, but they also come in different sizes, bigger, smaller. Our oldest granddaughter has the same one, the same color, but a short one for her. And she thinks it's pretty cool that her and, she calls me Lita, her and Lita have the same color water bottle. So they're great. I use this every day. So when I come down in the morning, I fill this up with water, and sometimes I'll put a little bit of lemon in it, and then I just keep refilling it as the day goes out. And I usually do drink about 3 or 4 of these, and that works for me. So love it. And we take them with us when we go on vacation as well. And Tom has a black one. So Hydro Flask. Oh, we also have the mugs. We have they make a coffee mug as well. No, we don't drink coffee, but we do drink hot tea. And so I was having a problem with, I would make a cup of tea, then I would go to my computer and start doing work and forget to drink my tea, and then I'd have to go heat it up. And, I would do that like 3 or 4 times. And so our daughter gave us the mugs, the Hydro Flask mugs, and now I can make hot tea in that, go to my desk, and that tea will stay hot for hours. So love those. They're great. Really make a nice gift too. So I see I'm already thinking Christmas gifts. And we gave Chef AJ and Charles the mugs last year for Christmas. They're really nice.
Okay, so now we've got AirPods.
Yeah.
And we have 2 kinds of AirPods.
So here's the
All right.
the other one.
So the second generation was Tammy's first pair, and I was using a different brand when she bought these. And they're pretty handy. They give you quick access when they're in ear to, say, we call it Miss S, because we don't want to set off people's Apple devices.
SIRI.
Yeah. So you can address Miss S with them. The case gives you 24 hours of charging time. The setup is easy. You put them in, and you can go to your Bluetooth settings, and your iPhone finds them very easily. We also learned that in the new software, if you're an iPhone user, you can set it up to broadcast to 2 sets of iPhones if you're sharing music or watching a program together, like on an airplane ride or something, that you can share audio with another iPod user. So those are pretty handy that way. This second generation had the longer stem. I just turned it on. I don't know if I should be doing that. It didn't go on the floor. It's right here. I just turned it on. I don't want it hooking up to your phone when we're using it for a camera.
That would not be good.
So they're intuitive. You put them in your ear, and then they come on automatically. So these are on Amazon for $99 right now, and that's or wait, they're $89.99. They're $10 off at $89 for a really good set of earbuds. If you want to step it up and go to the AirPods Pro, there's really quite a bit more to talk about there. And these are we both have a set. And
okay, mine have the cute little sticker on them, and show them what you did to designate yours.
I used a Sharpie, made a black dot. It works. So the big thing on these in terms of in-ear pods is, is high quality music. The noise cancellation is amazing because I use a lot of power tools, lawn equipment, and whatnot, and this blocks all that extraneous noise out, protects my ears. Some of my equipment is very loud equipment, and so I'm getting to listen to some nice music while using heavy equipment and not have damage to my ear. So I really enjoy that. There's also a new thing called Spatial audio. I discovered this just last week. I turned it on, and if you are listening, like you're in a concert and the stage is in front of you, when you turn your head this way or that way, the stage stays in line with where you were originally were oriented when you started listening. So it's like you're in the concert, and if you move around, the spatial sensation is actually if you're there. So that was a very interesting, strange, fun, and cool experience to have activating that part of it. These also, the Pro has adaptive EQ, automatically tunes music to your ears. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's somehow adapting to like how long your ear canal is or how big your ear is or what, I don't know, but there's something going on there. There are 3 sizes of the soft silicone. These are very comfortable because the old ones were just hard plastic kind of shapes to fit in most ears.
This one.
These have an adaptive silicone thing, and the one I use is quite a bit, is the large. Tammy's probably using the medium on hers.
And you can also see that they're much shorter than the original ones. So the longer one, that used to hit my earrings and it would clunk and make noise. And so I like that these are shorter too. And I use these every day, you guys, when I go for my morning walk. And I can either talk on the phone, I can listen to a podcast, I might listen to a replay of a YouTube, and you know, it just keeps me company while I'm out walking. And then if I get a text message or a phone call, speaking of, if I get a text message or a phone call while I'm walking, it will read the text message to me. I can just answer the phone right from them. I love them. So they really are awesome. When I'm cooking, when I'm doing my batch cooking, I can, watch have a video going on my iPhone or on my iPad, and then I can put the earbuds in, and that way if I, need to go out to the garage and, get something out of the fridge, out of there, I don't miss my program. It's still going. It's in my ears. I'm usually multitasking too. I'm usually batch cooking and doing laundry at the same time, and I can go switch the laundry and come back and not miss any of my program. The sound just goes with me. So I use these every day. I absolutely love them, and I'm so happy that I have the new style because they fit a lot better in my ears than the old style. They're very comfortable. Like, I can even forget that I have them in, and they're really comfortable. And I like that the unit also is a little charging station, so I can charge these up overnight, and then I can pop them in my purse if we're going over to spend the day with the grandkids, and I can use them, for a couple hours, and then put them back in the case, and the case will charge them even if it's not plugged in, as long as the case has already been charged up. So love that about it. What else you got, Tom? Should I do the GreenPan next?
Sure. And that's our actual one that we have in there, and the set. I'll show the set.
Okay, so you guys know that I love my scan pan, and a lot of people had kept asking us, what about the GreenPan? And I was like, I don't know, I've never had one. And I decided that I wanted a pan that had a handle, so that I could, with scan pan with my 2 small handles like this, I couldn't hold it up and scrape everything out. Yeah, what do you want to say?
Your GreenPan is all the way at the bottom of the list in the show notes.
Okay.
And then the set of 3 is up in the Amazon section. So there's 2 GreenPan things, this one and then the other set. We should talk about both.
So there's 2 GreenPans listed in the show notes. This pan, Tom says, is at the bottom of the list. Did you take the iPad?
Yeah, I need it right now.
Oh, okay. So this one is down at the bottom. And then there is on Amazon Prime, they do have a set of 3.
I'm showing that on screen now.
At a really great price, which I can't read from over here, babe.
It is $90.99, down from $129.
Okay.
Some of the sheets have the prices on them. Yeah. yeah, $129 is the regular price. And they're selling this set of 3 for, with deal, $90.99. Yep.
Okay, great. Well, this is the one that I bought. Tom did some research and settled on this one. And I wanted a pan that, because I had started sauteing my salads in the winter time. A lot of days, if I didn't want a cold salad, then I would just take one of my salads and I would saute it. And I wanted a pan where I could actually hold it like this and scrape everything out. And I couldn't do that in my scan pan because I didn't have the long handle. I just had 2 of these kind of handles, and even if it had the long handle, it would have been too heavy for me to be able to do this way. And so I wanted to try the scan pan, and so I got this one, and I absolutely love it. It is a great pan, and it is a lot less expensive than the scan pan. I still love my scan pan. I still use my scan pan. I'm not giving up my scan pan, but the GreenPan is a great alternative if you don't want to spend the kind of money on a scan pan that it costs. So let me tell you about the GreenPans. So the GreenPans are, where's my notes? Wrong notes. Here we go. Here's my notes. So it's infused with diamonds. It is a ceramic non-stick coating. It is free of the PFAS, the PFOA, free of lead, and free of cadmium. So it's never going to release toxic fumes, even if it's accidentally overheated, which you don't want to use high heat on these non-stick ceramic coatings. You want to use nothing higher than like a medium heat. It is safe to use metal utensils in it. However, I usually use wood or silicone, but I did, a week or so ago, I did make my refried beans, and I used my metal potato masher in it, and it did nothing to the coating. There was no marks, nothing. So it was safe to do that, but on a daily basis, I just don't feel comfortable about using metal in it. That's just me, but it says that you can. And it talks about how it has effortless cleanup, and it does. So you can do the oil-free sauteing. I'll do onions in this, and they brown pretty quickly, actually, in this pan. And saute mushrooms. If I want to do, like a vegetable stir fry, I'll do that. I might add a little bit of water when I do that. And then, you're going to get some stuff that's a little bit like stuck on at the end. And I'll just put it in soapy water, and it cleans right up. Everything comes off really easily. It also is induction friendly, which is great because when I'm doing like food demos, or sometimes even when I'm doing like a cooking YouTube video, and I don't want my back to the audience when I'm at the stove, and so I'll use an induction burner here on the island, and this will work on induction as well. Dishwasher safe, although I always hand wash it. I just feel like these take up way too much room in the dishwasher. I'd rather put my plates and bowls in there. It's also oven and broiler safe up to 600 degrees. So they also say that it will never warp, wobble, or scratch over time, and that you will always have even cooking without loss of energy or heat. Now this particular one also came with the glass lid. I like that it has the handle that's raised so the handle doesn't get hot. And I like the glass lid because when I'm sauteing my batch prepped salad, and I'll usually add extra greens to it because, you know, when you cook them, they cook down so far. And so I'll pile it just as full as I can of the greens. And then I'll put the lid on and let them steam. And I can see because of the glass lid when they're done. And so this has worked out great. I really like this. It's been fantastic. So it's my first GreenPan, and I've been happy with it. So nice alternative. Okay, what next, Thomas?
Well, let's just talk about a little bit about the GreenPan set that we did before. I'll put it up on screen here.
Okay.
Because this is such a great value for the GreenPan.
Oh yeah, they have this entire set, you guys. Do you want to talk about price? Because I can't see it from over here, honey.
Okay, yeah, the list price is $4.99 on this, and the Amazon Prime deal is $150 off, 30% off, so it's $349.99 for a full set of non-stick, high resistance, higher heat surface with the stainless steel and the induction. So, the specs don't change from what Tammy just covered, but it's really a interesting price point for that much stuff to equip your kitchen with some very modern cookware. So, yeah, because you've been really happy with this for your sautéing, and you got that deep one for the vegetables, and I thought, wow, they put a light colored lining in that. Was that wise? Because our scan pan is dark, but it's
not stained or anything.
It's proven to be extremely durable and not discoloring and not scratching and not staining.
And we've had this for several months now.
Yeah.
Because before I started talking about it, I wanted to use it, make sure that I really like it before I recommend it to anyone.
Yeah.
And so far, so good. I mean, I've been using it a lot.
Yeah, and she bought it for the high sides. The scan pan still works better for, where you're going to be flipping things with a spatula. But for sauteing large volumes of vegetables, this one has really been bonus. So the set does not have this one. It has the pots and the regular skillets. Looks like there's a little kind of a grilling pan in there. So you can read the specs on that.
Did you have it on screen for them?
I do. Oh, I did.
I don't think so.
I had it on screen for a little bit.
Oh, okay. So this is the set that he's talking about. So people are always asking us for a recommendation for a set of pots and pans.
Yeah.
And I don't have that one, but based on my experience using this GreenPan, I've been very happy with it. And so
yeah, it's a balance of high quality and price, because the scan pans get, we enjoy our scan pan. It's quite expensive. It's like this much for just one pan. It was like $350 for just one pan. There are some stainless steel sets that we've featured on some other shows where the prices fluctuate, but this one was an Amazon Live deal, so we wanted to bring some focus to that.
Yeah. So no, this has not scratched at all. I mean, I'm using it.
What was the question? Was there a question?
Yeah, does it scratch? I'm using it probably 5 or 6 times a week, and it has not scratched. So I saute onions in it and mushrooms and everything, and it's doing great. So I'm very happy with it. Mona wants to know, what's a scan pan? If you go to our Amazon affiliate page, it's amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook. There is a link to it in the show notes underneath the video here. Then you can look at the scan pan. And it's another very well made, but very high priced, ceramic coated nonstick pan.
Oh, for navigation too, I put an Amazon. If you go to the address that Tammy just noted, the amazon.com shop nutmeg notebook, it takes you to our page, and there's a list of idea lists. And some of these I'm using to park things for Amazon Lives in the past and in the future. But the one that's labeled Amazon Prime Day Deals 2022 lists all of the things here that we intended to talk about today. So we didn't get to all of them. but you know, for instance, the pots and pans are right here. The Earbuds are here. We talked about the containers already. So once you get to the shop page, then that's an easy place to find everything, kind of all in one bucket. All of these things are listed in the show notes as well, just with the description and the link to take you where these pictures, clicking on these pictures would take you anyway.
Yeah.
So, so that's that. What's next on our list here? Where are we at? We're done with the pan.
Yeah. A lot of people use stainless steel, and stainless steel does work really well. You can, I learned from Chef Bravo how to, you know, saute in stainless steel without oil, and it absolutely can be done. What I like about the ceramic coated ones is when I make veggie burgers, I like to brown the veggie burgers in a skillet on the stove rather than putting them in the oven. Me personally, I feel like the oven dries them out really bad, and if I can brown them in a ceramic skillet on top of the stove, then I feel like they still stay nice and moist in the middle, but the outside of them gets that browning to them and a little bit of almost a crispness to them. And I couldn't do that in the stainless steel without it sticking. And so I do like the ceramic coated ones for that reason. So, but I did a demo in one of our lives where I showed how to saute. I think it was how to saute without oil. It was one of either our Tuesday with Tammy or a Thursday. It was probably a Tuesday with Tammy live that we did. And I showed you guys how you can do that. So stainless steel is great because you have nothing to worry about with the stainless steel.
Did you see, Karen, I was working earlier, did you see Karen Harris's question about, is there a pressure cooker deal today or tomorrow? Did you answer that already?
I have not.
Okay. I did not find one. I went through both lists of today and tomorrow, and I did not come up with a pressure cooker that we have to show. There might have been like a pressure cooker air fryer combination in Instapot.
Instapot has the one with the air fryer attachment on it, is on the Prime, but not just a straight up Instant Pot.
Yeah, so just, and I list that. If you go to our Amazon.shop page and click on small appliances, you will find the Instant Pot that has the air fryer lid. You can click on that and it will take you to it. But I didn't have that one to show, so I didn't put it on the list. On Amazon, we're supposed to have a product or a very similar product to show when we're talking about it.
So the outside of that pan, the GreenPan, is it stainless steel or aluminum? The outside of the, somebody's asking on the GreenPan and the Scan Pan.
I will go back and look at that.
Tom will look at that and let you know.
Yeah, and did you answer Nancy about will the AirPods connect with Android? The answer is, I believe, no.
No, these are for Apple products.
And then did you answer, Mona, does it scratch the pan?
I answered, and it has, for me, it has not scratched, but I've only used metal in it one time. Otherwise, I use silicone and I use wood utensils. Kathy wants to know, are there different deals each day? Yes. Everything that we're showing you today are the deals that are good for today. Okay, so somebody wants me to talk about the Cuisinart ice cream maker.
Okay, I'm looking up on those pans.
And Tom's looking up those pans, and I just need my little sheet about the Cuisinart ice cream maker. So here we go. We'll switch gears to desserts, you guys. And we'll talk about, and then the Scan Pan, I think, is stainless steel. AirPods, Echo Dot. Okay, here we go. So we're going to talk ice cream makers here. This is the Cuisinart. It's a little bit different from the one that we have. I'm going to go back to one.
Okay, I'm going to answer that question.
Are you ready? Oh, we'll stay on two then.
And I thought I was on one already. I'm sorry. Armored Body, the set of 3 skillets, which were on the Amazon promotion the Amazon Day deal today, Prime Day deal. Our armored body, a duo forged design made with a strengthened hard anodized aluminum for extra durability and scratch resistance. And then it's got the ceramic diamond coating on the inside. So those set of 3 skillets are not stainless steel on the outside. Whereas the model that we were showing that's further down in the show notes does have the stainless steel outside. So the set also, I believe, appears to be the hard anodized aluminum. Yeah, Valencia Pro's magneto induction base brings incredible searing and browning. Plus, the dual forged hard anodized aluminum body is unbelievable durable and scratch resistant. So yeah, those are the hard anodized aluminum, but with the same interior as Tammy's. Okay, Tammy, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a little bit older model of the Cuisinart ice cream maker. Actually, I should turn it around this way. This is the only button it has. Off, on. That's how easy it is, you guys. Super easy. So this, growing up, my parents had the crank style ice cream maker, and us kids would all take a turn. They'd buy the ice and the rock salt, and then we would all take turns cranking it, and it was so much fun, but it was so much work. This is super duper easy. And so this is electric, so the cord does wind up and is underneath of it, and you don't have to buy any ice for this. This has, it'll make 2 quarts of sorbet, ice cream, or frozen yogurt. So you take this and you freeze it. And in between the wall of it and the exterior is kind of like, I'm assuming it's like the blue ice containers. And you put it in the freezer. You want to freeze it overnight so it's really hard and frozen. And that way it eliminates having to use ice. And then you put your liquid in here, your fruit in here, you put your paddle in here, you put the lid on, and you turn it on, and it runs for 20 minutes, and 20 minutes later you have ice cream. Of course, most of the recipes that come in the book are using milk, and they are using sugar, so you have to adapt them. You can make a frozen fruit smoothie, they call. You use a cup of vanilla yogurt, so you can use your non-dairy yogurt in here. If you're making your own, you can use that. If you need to purchase it, the Kite Hill brand, that's K-I-T-E, Kite Hill, Hill. It is an almond-based one, and it's got pretty clean ingredients in it for a purchased yogurt. Or you can make your own. Dylan from Well Your World did a whole cooking class, like 2 weeks in a row. 1 week where he showed you how to make it, the yogurt, and then another week where he showed you different things to use with it. So, so you could put that in here and then turn it on, and it will make smoothie cream, delicious ice cream. Well, nice cream, as we would call it. There's also a recipe where you use 4 cups of ripe mango and a cup of orange juice, and then it calls for a tablespoon of agave nectar, but we could totally substitute using our date syrup instead of the agave nectar, and just adjust it according to your own personal taste preferences. So I have not tried substituting date sugar in place of sugar to make any ice cream. I have made some nice creams using the coconut milk, but that does have saturated fat in it. So if you have a problem with cholesterol, then you will probably want to avoid that. But there are, some different recipes in here that you can modify and, turn them into being plant-based. So because it only takes 20 minutes to make it, so like if I haven't used this for quite some time because, you know, we hadn't been entertaining except for family during the pandemic. But prior to that, what I would do is when we would sit down to eat, I would set this up in my laundry room and turn it on so that it could make nice cream while we were eating, and then we would have it ready to go for dessert. So
have you done the pricing yet?
No.
Okay.
If you want to do that, that would be great.
Okay, so and this model on screen is a newer version of our unit. It's got straight sides, where ours were kind of the old angled. I think it's a trimmer profile while maintaining size. So it's usually $99.95, 30% off at $69.95 right now. That's how the numbers look on that.
That's nice.
So, anyway.
And then I'll just take all the ice cream out. If we're not going to eat it all, put it in other containers to freeze it, wash this, and then pop it back in the freezer so that it's, you know, ready to go the next time that you want to use it. So this is good because it'll make up to 2 quarts. So if, you know, if you're going to need to make a lot of it for people, then this is a good way to do that. Of course, those of you who follow us know that we have our Champion juicer. And so now that's how we make nice cream when we have a lot of people, is we use the Champion juicer and we just freeze bananas, and then we buy the frozen mango and cherries and all of that, and we freeze grapes, and then we run those through the Champion juicer, and that makes a tremendous amount of wonderful nice cream for a large group of people. So that's why also why I haven't used this in a long time.
Tracy Reese is asking about, would we do an ice cream demo in the future? I know that we've done the banana ice cream in the Champion. Did we do a demo? We have a video of this on Amazon, don't we?
I think we might.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look. I think we do have a video demonstrating this.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
I'm going to take a look at that, Tracy Reese, and see where it is. So everything today is findable at amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook. We have the dedicated idea list for our Prime Day deals, just to remind you of that. I'll drop that link into the comments. I should do that. So I'm going to let you continue to the next thing.
Okay,
which
I'm
would
done
maybe
with that
be
one, I think.
You can talk about the knives if you wish. I can. Well, I've got. Because I'll do the coolers too, but I'm going to look up that.
So Cheryl has a question, anodized aluminum ?
Hard anodized aluminum. So it's an aluminum outer body that's been treated with an additional layer of, I'm not sure what. Anodized aluminum is how you take anything made of aluminum and give it a very hard, wear-resistant outer surface.
Okay.
So it hardens the surface. There's another layer of something on there. You maybe can Google what does hard anodized aluminum mean. I don't know what the chemical process is, but it's an industrial process that, you know, a lot of tools and stuff are always talking about hard anodized aluminum. It stays shiny and is easy to clean and is scratch resistant is what that is about.
Okay.
So I'll take this away. And I'm gonna look and see if I can find the video for this.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting you back on camera 1.
Okay, I need
and I can show these knives real quick on screen.
Oh, if you would. And I'm looking for the paperwork on it.
Okay.
Because I'm no longer, after we did the Amazon Live, I got all
So like many things,
out of order.
Our version we've had for years and years and years. We like it, we keep it, and we keep using it. So this is a very similar knife block. This one's got a few extra knives, which we have the knives.
You're not actually on.
No, I'm showing you.
Okay.
But these have a little bit different hilt. But what Tammy's showing you is essentially the same type of knife, just an older version of it, which has lasted very well for us. I'll put you back on camera 1.
Yeah, which is normally $229 and it's on sale for $159.99. So it's a substantial savings. And you guys know we use knives every day. Constantly in order to prep our food. So, and to have the knife block also is really nice to have that because it makes storage so much easier. So they do have really sharp blades on them, and you know, Tom just keeps them up for us so that everything is always really sharp. So this is a great price for this. They like to talk about how lightweight the knives are, and they're not super heavy, and the handles aren't oversized, which is really nice because you know, Tom and I have different sized hands, obviously, but these knives work well in my hand as well as his. So it does say that you can put them in the dishwasher. We never put our knives in the dishwasher. As soon as we're done using them, we wash them with hot soapy water, we dry them, and then they go directly back into the knife block. Yes?
I found it.
What'd you find?
Let me get back here.
Well, that might have been when I did the fruit scoop one with all fruit.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it has that. You have that extra blade in there. So yeah, it's the fruit scoop version of it. But I'll still show them where it is here. So
Okay.
you're on our page. This is the where you land if you use the shop Nutmeg Notebook address, like you see up at the top there. And you have these items here, and you can see our idea list. And so there's the fruit scoop there. And you can click on videos, and then you can go through product videos. And so here is the Cuisinart with the fruit scoop attachment inside there, which we're not showing here today because this item's not selling that component. But how it works and how it sounds and how it freezes can be viewed on that video. Okay, so back to camera one.
Yeah, the one that I had came with a extra blade so that you could use just fruit in it. Okay, so they talk about how these knives are stain and rust free blades, and they are single piece precision stamped blade construction, and they do that for durability. You know, all of our knives are like that. So I don't know, did you still have it on screen so they can see what all comes in it, or
I can
no?
put it back
in case anybody has any questions. So you always want to make sure that you're using sharp knives. Actually, dull knives are more dangerous than sharp knives. So you can just cut easier and quicker with a really sharp knife, and you know, less likely to hurt yourself if you keep your knives nice and sharp. And it'll go quicker as well, and be less work for your hands as well. And then you also get the steel, and Tom uses these to, you know, keep the knives, the edges on them nice and dressed out. I don't ever use it because that's his job, but he does a great job with it. And then you can see there, it tells you what all you're going to get in it.
A 3-inch and 4-inch pair knife, 5-inch utility knife, 5.5-inch boning knife, 6-inch utility knife, 7-inch Santoku knife, 8-inch chef's knife, bread knife, carving knife. I didn't even get the bread knife out. I forgot.
Yeah, it's over in the drawer. We actually keep the bread knife because we don't very often cut bread. I do buy bread when we're having the family over, because our family they're all big bread eaters, and so I do buy the nice loaves of bakery bread like at Costco for them.
Should we run through these and see, or have you done that?
You go ahead if you want, but
okay. So
there's no questions about it, so I'm not sure how much interest there is.
Okay, 3-inch paring knife, 4-inch paring knife is the next one, 5-inch utility knife, and this might be a 6-inch utility knife. And then the next one is this looks like the Santoku knife, 7 inches here. And I'm trying to read and see at the same time. The bread knife is here.
And that bread knife works really well.
Yeah. There's this brand, this particular kit comes with a set of steak knives, which we kind of put away because we don't use them except on
I have them over here.
We keep a few around for when you make portobello mushrooms.
Yes.
Steaks, and so we have the steak knives.
We use them for that.
And the honing steel, and the kitchen shears come in it as well, which is a nice set, and the knife block. So it's quite a set of good quality, like many of the other things we've been showing, a good amount of items and quality for the price. So,
good job, Tom.
you shouldn't get so many knives out at once. It's a little bit scary. Okay.
Okay.
These are loose. I'm going to take them away.
All right. What do you
And then
got?
why don't you
next?
check for questions while I'm doing that?
There are none.
Okay.
The Prime deals, so Tracy Reese wants to know, will the Prime deals today be on sale tomorrow
Nope.
as well?
Nope.
No, it's one day. So today there's all the, specific things that are on sale today, and they're only on sale for today. And then tomorrow...
While supply lasts.
What?
While supply lasts.
While supplies last, yes. And then tomorrow it will be other items that they have on sale. So that's why it's like, ooh, so if you see something you think you want it, you should go ahead and get it before they sell out. That's just how Prime Day works. And you do have to be a Prime member, an Amazon Prime member, in order to take advantage of the Amazon Prime sales.
Okay, so we're kind of coming up on the coolers here.
Okay, cool.
So let's get this knife block out of the way. And
I can put it away over here if you want to grab the cooler.
All right, and then we've done these earbuds, right?
Yep, we did the earbuds.
And we've done the Amazon.
I didn't, did you?
Oh, we kind of did that late on the Amazon show, so it might be remembering the the other thing.
I don't think we talked about those.
Okay.
But if you want to do the cooler, I'll bring the chair over here, and then I'll go around and adjust the
For standing up.
height.
Yeah,
so
because
that we don't
my
cut-
head feels cut off. You don't need that extra window. So yeah, go ahead and adjust it down. Or did you do it already?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, Coleman Extreme 50 quart cooler. So
And you might back up a little bit, just so
Okay.
the more the cooler is showing, maybe.
yeah. So I'm going to just put this description on screen briefly, and then I'll come back. Portable cooler with wheels, and this is the 50 quart for $41.73 on Prime Day deal right now. I paid $60 for it, so I didn't get the Prime Day deal. So back to camera 2. So the
And if you back that chair up, then more of it will be in.
Okay.
There you go.
So the reason I bought this primarily is because it had these wheels and it had this pull-up handle, so I could roll it like a luggage cart. Because the other one we have, which is also on Prime Day, we'll show you briefly, is really big and really heavy and does not have wheels. So that was my main attraction to this.
Tom, the camera's over here.
Okay. And the inside is another reason we got this one. It seals really tight. Is that this is a 5-day cooler. The sticker, is there a sticker still in the bottom?
Upside
Is it
down.
upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what they're saying is this material, the insulation in this unit, will keep a block of ice going in here for 5 days. We use cubed ice in a bag, double bagged in Ziploc 1-gallon bags, and we get 3 days out of those. A block ice is going to stay frozen longer than cubed. But cubed is enough for our purposes because we travel in hotels, and so there's always an ice machine to replenish. The high-tech modern, and you find this in all of the premium coolers now, are using a very high-tech material for insulation that really keeps the cold in the cooler. And so that results in a thin wall, which results in huge storage. That's why this can hold, how many cans of beverage did you say? It's a ridiculous amount.
70, I think.
70 cans of beverage. We don't use it for that. We use it for lots of vegetables and fruits and...
Oh, I'm sorry, 84.
84 cans. That's crazy. So that also would be very heavy. But we're using it for our whole food plant-based lifestyle when we travel to have, our salads before they're chopped take up a lot of room, and we literally take the salad kits and we'll chop them on the road So we need the storage room.
And you guys, and I wanted the rolling one so that it would be really easy so that I could move it myself as well. And it fits on the luggage carrier at the hotels. So it'll sit on the luggage carrier and then suitcases can go on top of it, and it doesn't take up a ton of room when you're in your hotel room. And when we got ready to go on our 2-week road trip in May, I got everything ready that I wanted to put in the cooler, and I told Tom, I'm sure it's not all going to fit, but just do your best. Whatever doesn't fit, then we'll just leave it home. It held everything, plus there was room left over. He was like, do you have anything more you want to put in here? And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I could not believe how much food we could put in there. And we do put some frozen as well as our fresh produce in here, and it was great. This has been the best cooler ever. So I highly recommend it. It does have the cup holders on top as well, which, if you're camping or taking it to a picnic, then that would be really good for that. But it also, we have a Subaru. It also fit nicely on the back seat in the Subaru, and it was amazing. My favorite cooler ever. And this one, it does say 84 cans, which of course, we weren't putting cans in it.
Okay.
So then,
and then this is you can sit on this. It's a very durable lid, and it's got the cup holders so that if you're sitting on it, or if it's in a boat or something, then you would have something that would be a non-sit place to put a beverage of some sort.
Then you're going to do the next one.
Yeah, we'll just spend a little bit of time on this because the only thing different about this one, this was the one we had originally, and this is
backwards.
This is the 70 quart.
And this one will hold up to 100 cans.
Yeah, and so, and this one, the color has changed. I should show, do I have that in my, I'm pretty sure I do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So this one, if you're...
They're showing the black one here as what's on deal. And
is that the big one?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Okay.
70 quarts right there, and it's only $46. It's just crazy.
So if you're traveling with a big family, this would be great. If you're going camping, this bigger one would be really good for that as well. We bought this years ago it was after we had gone plant-based, and we were going on a 2-week road trip, and we bought this one. And it held a ton of stuff, but it was really too big for 2 of us. Plus, it took up so much room, not only in the car, but in the hotel. But if I was going camping, or, if the whole family is going on a big all-day picnic event, then this would be great because it holds so much. It's just amazing.
Okay, now I got the right. Here's the 70 quart.
There we go.
List price $80, which is what we paid for this one, and with the deal it is $54.72.
Yeah, that is so great.
For a monster, if you got a whole family you're packing for.
Yeah.
This would be take and instead of wheels, it's got these very heavy duty handles on each side, and it probably takes 2 people to carry it.
Well, it did us.
Oh, here I didn't have that on the right.
Show
them the handle again.
Yeah, it did take us 2 people to handle that one. So
yeah, because this is a load by yourself.
Yep, it's great. Do you want to talk about the vacuum cleaner?
Sure.
So we got questions. People told us what they wanted to have us talk about for Prime, and or what deals they wanted. And one thing was a vacuum cleaner. And so our vacuum cleaner that we have, that Tom loves because he does the vacuuming, that's a great thing about retirement, is then
hey, careful.
Different chores come into play for different people. And so he searched for the perfect vacuum cleaner, and this is what he found. So I'll go run the camera.
Do you have the sheet on this so I can...
I bet I do. Let me look.
Know what I'm talking about? because I don't even remember the whole name of it. Okay, yeah, if you would.
I'll run the camera.
Uncut my. Well, I'm not real bad shape right now.
No, you good?
But as I get into pieces, you might want to come up because I'll bring it forward.
Okay.
So this is the Shark NV752. This is an old one. We've had this, I would say, for at least 5 years. If not a bit more. Still available on Amazon. And it is, I'm going to bring it up on the screen here so I can verify it's still, yeah, $220. Normally $320, so it's like $100 off right now. And
is that on screen for them?
I'll just put it up very briefly right here. And it's still showing that it's in stock. So sometimes these things go out. The reason I got this one is we have accumulated some furniture over the years. And this is called the lift away. So there's a button here on the front. You pop that and you lift this away. And then you can go under your furniture with just this very low, narrow profile wand. Almost using it like and you can walk around with this like it's a canister vac. Then when you're done with that and are going back to your carpet, then this just sets right back on here and locks back in, and then you park the hose retention right up here on top and you're good to go. So for getting around, the wand is very handy and easy to use to get, they call it rotator because if you twist it this way, it turns right. If you twist the wand the other way, it turns left. There's a double joint on the head, so you're not just using like a canister vac where you have to turn the whole thing. You can just do this, and the head is actually going this way and that way. So that's very cool. The controls on top, if you're going from low carpet, we have some like oriental rugs in the front room, and then we switch to the carpet, and then the foyer is actually a wood hardwood floor. So there's controls for hardwood, for carpet, high pile, and carpet low pile here on top, and I'm switching those in real time as I'm using it. Another key feature on this is the cleaning, that to dump it, you can take this out to the garbage to your dumpster outside, push the button and the contents drop out. You can open the top, and I use an old Swiffer, and I just do the Swiffer in there top and bottom a few times. It knocks out all the little extra dirt that stays in there. Swift out the little cyclone area here. Close it back up. Sorry if that's loud. And then every couple months, I rinse this thing out. This is a primary filter coming out of the canister just to catch bigger pieces of dust. There's a secondary filter here to catch any finer dust that sits down in the bottom of the airflow chamber here. Put that back together. And when you're using this, I'm not getting smells. I'm not getting like the old cloth bagged vacuums. You'd use them and you get kind of a foul smell because something was coming out of that bag. This has a HEPA filter built into it, and this is the outside of it. You can see that it's quite clean. On the inside, you'll see that there's some very fine particulate matter that has accumulated there, that this is catching, everything that's going through here in the airstream and not spewing it back out into the room. So there's a lot of airflow coming out of this, and it's going to be a clean airflow. So when you're cleaning your room with this, you're really getting your room clean, if that makes any sense. It does come with headlights, LED headlights across the top. So if, like, I'm going under the table and stuff, when you're shining the light from that angle, every crumb, every, what do you call them, fuzz bunnies? What are they called? Dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies under the bed. You get to see it all. And so even in a darker room, you get to see anything that's on the floor kind of pops up from a side view of the lighting. So an amazing product. I've been happy with it for quite a while now. And it's for sale right now on Amazon for $100 less than what I paid for it. So I would go buy it again if I needed to, but it's so durable, I guess I don't need to. Oh, attachments. Comes with a kind of a conventional upholstery brush here. Comes with a combination wand. And does this model come with the with a pop up and down brush on that, or is it just a straight?
How about look on the screen right there, honey?
Let's see what it says. Complete seal. Perfect for pets. Includes the power brush. So this is a motorized power brush that replaces the wand here. Can you hold that a second?
Sure.
I should show how this goes on here. This pops out up here, because I didn't show that before. This comes off, and you pop the power brush on, and there you go. You've got a powered handheld mini vacuum with the same powerful canister here. So this is great for if you're pulling pet hair off of a couch or something. Release button there. So I don't know that the current model comes with this extra brush, but it certainly comes with the wand. So I don't see that right on the thing here.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay.
For the vacuum.
All right, I'm going to put you back on camera one.
Okay, I got to move my chair.
It should be lined up.
Well, I moved it. I moved my chair. Now I'm losing my shoe. All right, we'll get sat back down here. Okay, dokie. It is Apple 369 says this is a high-tech vacuum. I think my cat and dog would move out if I ever got a vacuum cleaner. I make do with a broom. That's funny.
Yeah. One comment on this vacuum cleaner, it really is engineered for a house that has a significant amount of carpet. If you're in a 100% hardwood floor, we do have a hardwood floor head that goes on the end of this wand as well. It's just a simple little head with a cloth pad on it and a suction bar across the front. And we use that when I'm cleaning the kitchen. But the rest of it, you can just go to hardwood mode with the regular head, because we have the kitchen and the entryway are hardwood in this house. And then there's a whole bunch of 1,000 square feet of carpet. So, you know, I haven't done the research on a house that's completely hardwood. Then you're getting into like the robot vacuums and the Miele canister type vacuum with a lot of suction and a brush head. A little bit different technology there. So anyway, Tammy was going to talk next about some kitchen stuff, it looks like. Tammy, we haven't covered the Echo Dots yet?
No.
Okay, I'll get started on
Where's the little cooler bag?
Oh, it's right down here. Let's talk about that next, because I need to get a drink. The older hike bag. Okay. I will find that on screen here. Bring it over. Okay,
so some of these things that we're going to talk about now are not on, do you want to push one? Are not on the Amazon Prime, but we wanted to show you guys because these are things that we're using all the time that we really like. So I talked about this on our show when we got back from our vacation, because we took this Olerhike little cooler bag with us. So we had the big cooler, but I would pack our lunch in this every day so that we wouldn't have to open up the big cooler. And plus then it was really easy to take this if we stopped at like a roadside park, or we were in a little town and we would, you know, find a picnic table at a little park to go sit at, then everything was right in here and it was super easy to take everything out. So I like that it does have insulation in it. It has a nice water resistant lining in it, and you can just wipe this off with a damp cloth to clean it. It does zipper close. It has the double zippers. It's really well made.
$19.99 for this size.
$19.99 for this size.
Here's a real quick screen grab of it. So this is the 16 can black version. So, and there's some other colors as well.
And the great thing about this, you guys, is our salad containers will fit in here. You can get 2 of our rectangular salad containers will fit in this bag. So that makes it really nice. You know, if we're going to take lunch with you, if you're just doing a day trip, this could also be a lunch bag to go to work as well. It does have a zipper, a pocket here in the front as well, so it gives you a place to put, you know, napkin and silverware and so forth. And it has a little mesh little pocket here on the back. So, and you have the over-the-shoulder strap. It is adjustable, and you have the extra padding so it doesn't hurt your shoulder. And it has the 2 handles on either side to hold it that way as well. So we just love this little cooler. We used it every day while we were on vacation, and we've used it just to go to the park now with the grandkids, and great little cooler if you're looking for one. And people are always asking us about a cooler that will accommodate those Ziploc 9-cup rectangular containers that we use for our batch prepped salads, because we have the e-bag coolers, but the e-bag cooler bags have not been available all through the pandemic. So, and we don't know if they're coming back, but this is a great little one. And some people have told us that they've bought the next size up from this one, and that they've been very happy with it. And they do come in different colors, and just check, because the different colors may be different prices as well. And because we are talking summer and things to do in summer, I'm going to grab this. This is the Pendleton outdoor packable blanket. We have this also in our Amazon shop. We took this with us on vacation, and you know, at one park that we stopped at and there weren't any tables, we got this out and used it, put it out on the grass, and had a lovely little picnic. And then once it's all folded back up inside the pouch, then you have a nice little pillow in the car as well. So also great to take to the park with you when the family's going, because it gives us a place to set all the kids. We can, you know, take a break, have a snack, or if we're doing a little picnic lunch, then everybody will fit on this. And it has a nice little carrying case too. So it, you know, just unfolds, and it's great.
3 different designs they're showing here on Amazon. This is the bright one for $34.98.
Mm-hmm.
Then the graphic one for $41. And then another graphic one for $34.98. So you get to choose your style.
Right.
On you know, the one that we have is a previous style.
Yeah, and this is water resistant, so great for the beach, camping, hiking, the car, the backyard. You know, if you don't have a table in your backyard, it could be good for that too. Then we've been getting questions about silicone bakeware, and so I wanted to show you what my favorite is. And Tom did a lot of research on bakeware to silicone bakeware, because I wasn't completely happy with the first set that I had. And so what he discovered was that the Trudeau brand, it has a really great reputation, wonderful reviews, and I have been so happy, you guys, with this bakeware. So I have the loaf pan, I have a square pan, I have the round pan, I have the muffin pan, and I have the mini muffin pan. So you can check all of those out on our Amazon store and see them there. Some of them, they come and go for availability. They're not always all available at the same time, but you can do your oil-free baking in these, and it works great. So I make muffins in this all the time. The barbecue lentil muffins, I make those in here too. You can find that recipe also on the blog. My chocolate cherry brownies and my peanut butter chocolate chip blondies I make in the round pan, or you can use the square brownie pan. The loaf pan is great for making my lentil loaf in, and nothing sticks. Just remember to let everything cool before you try to get it out of the silicone, and then it will pop out really nicely. And these are great because they have a metal reinforcement around the rim, and so they're not wobbly. They have structure to them, so you don't have to put them on a sheet pan in order to put them in the oven, because they will stand upright all on their own. The same with the muffin pan, the same with the brownie pan, the same with the loaf pan, the mini muffin. They all have the same structure, and they work great. So I just let the muffins cool, and then I just push up from the bottom to help them pop out. If it's something particularly kind of sticky that I've made, I'll take a plastic little knife and run it around the edge first in order to help make sure that it has from the sides, and it will just come out beautifully. So this is great for our no oil baking. Let me see if there's any questions.
Did you answer, I think you answered Kathy on it, the bag being collapsible?
Oh, I did not answer that, so you might want to show that. Thank you, Kathy. I forgot to talk about that. So you can take this on vacation with you, even if you're flying, and you can put it in your suitcase because it will fold down and not take up too much room in your suitcase. And of course, when it comes to you, it's pretty flat. But do you see, you can put that then in your suitcase and pack your clothes on top of it, and you can take it with you. And then if your hotel room has too small of a refrigerator for all the food that you want to keep there, just get some ice from the ice machine and take some, we always travel with gallon-sized freezer bags, and then you can put the ice in, we like to double them so if there is a leak, it's contained, and you can keep cold food in here for days. Just replenish the ice as needed. And if we get a hotel room that, you know, it comes and the little refrigerator is stocked, we'll just pull everything out of the refrigerator and put our stuff in. And then when we leave, we make sure we put all their stuff back in there. But yes, this will collapse down so that you can put it in your suitcase if you're traveling by plane as well. Good question. Thank you for asking that. And then I also want to show you guys, this is the OXO, I think it's they call it a jelly roll pan. It's a 10 by 15 inch pan, and this fits in the Breville Smart Oven Air. And I have 2 of these, and I use these in there all the time. So you can bake potatoes on these and cookies and, just roast vegetables, whatever you want to do. Not for air frying, but to use the roast or the bake or the other functions in there. And Tom, I'm going to have you bring over the Ninja. So we did tell somebody that we would talk about that. Yeah, got it. And then the other question that we're always getting is, what do you use in your on the Breville air fryer racks in order to prevent them from, and if you pull out one of the air frying racks for me too. So what we use are these grill mesh sheets, and the ones that we have on our Amazon page come, here I'll just take one of them. Thank you, honey. And I'm getting tongue-tied. I think I've been talking too long.
The question about if they don't have Breville.
These can be used on any of your air frying racks. And so you just take those kitchen shears, those KitchenAid kitchen shears that we showed you earlier, and cut it to fit whatever size you have. And this just helps prevent everything from sticking. It makes cleanup easier. When we get done air frying, what we do is I run hot soapy water in the sink and then drop the rack down in there. People always ask me, how is your air fryer so clean? Well, I try to clean it every time we use it. Wash the rack, you know, so that's because if you use it again, and then anything that's already spilled on here is just going to get baked on again a second time and make it harder to clean. So the grill mesh mats come 2 black and 1 of the tan color, and you just cut them to fit, and it makes a huge difference in the cleanup. And then Dawn has a new product out called Power Wash, and that new Dawn Power Wash, you can, when you pull these out, you can just spray the whole thing with the Dawn Power Wash and let it set, and then wash it. And it helps everything release and come clean. So it makes a really big difference. And you guys know we love our Breville Smart Oven Air, and it would be our first choice for a toaster oven or an air fryer. But let us, oops, sorry about that, that was noisy. Let us share with you what our second pick would be, and that would be the Ninja. And we've done, we have product videos on this Ninja that we have done, and we have videos on Amazon as well as YouTube for it. And we were actually, yes, what were you going to say, honey?
It's listed in small appliances, idea list. I just put the link to go to our page and then click on idea list and then go to small appliances.
Okay, so I'm trying to pull back so that it shows good.
Let me switch the other camera in.
Okay.
But you're going to talk about the other models too, because the prices are very similar.
Yeah.
With the bigger ones.
So this is the smaller Ninja air fryer, and then there are, you got me on, and then there are different sized ones. So go to our Amazon page, amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook. And the nice thing about this is it has the stowaway function. And so it lifts up and it stows in the upright position when you're not using it.
All 3 models, the 101, the 102, and the 103, progressively they're getting bigger.
Yeah, so they come 3 different sizes, and so each one is a little bit taller. And so the nice thing about this is if you don't have a lot of counter space, then this helps, because when it's not in use, then it stands up, and it only takes up about 7 inches of counter space. And then when you want to use it, then you put it down and you can use it. So it does not have as much capacity as the, try to get some stuff out of the way, as the Breville Smart Oven Air, but it has pretty good capacity for what it is. Now, if I was going to buy one of these because it's what I had space for, I would get the little bit taller one, because the racks are fixed. You can't adjust where the racks are. And I would want the little bit taller one so that I would have more clearance here for corn on the cob and our big sweet potatoes that we like in here. But this is the air frying rack. And then you also do have a rack for, can I see it here? Here it is, for baking, roasting, and toasting as well. So I have used it to bake brownies, to bake potatoes in. The air fryer works great. I've done corn on the cob and potatoes and asparagus and chips and, you know, all the things that we like to make. But on the sweet potatoes, sometimes I have to cut them into wedges, you know, in order for them to fit in here, because it doesn't have as much clearance, but it works really great. And watch our reviews on it, and it's about half the cost of the Breville Smart Oven Air. So it is a really good value, and it is an excellent toaster. It's a dehydrator. It will broil, it will roast, it will air fry. It just has so many wonderful functions, and it's been a great little machine. We've had it for over a year, and originally we thought, oh, we'll demo it and then we'll give it to one of our kids. Well, nobody got it. We decided to keep it. Because sometimes Tom wants to air fry something in the Breville and I want to air fry, and so we can air fry at the same time. And because it has that stowaway function, it's not taking up very much counter space when it's not in use. And so, so we really do highly recommend it. It's been a great little machine for us.
But do take a look at the different sizes because prices vary, and sometimes the bigger models are actually less expensive than this
Yes,
one.
and Cheryl says she bought the next size up and she loves it. Thank you for sharing that, Cheryl. Yes, I wish this one was the next size up because I would like it if we had a little more of that depth in there. But even so, I'm so happy that we have it. It has been a great little machine. Sharon says, we have that Shark vacuum and have been very pleased with it. Prior to that, we had a more expensive Dyson that kept breaking on us. Yeah, that Shark vacuum is amazing. A friend of mine recently asked on Facebook for a recommendation for a new vacuum cleaner because they bought a house that's going to have a tremendous amount of carpet in it. And what was amazing to me is like 5 people recommended a Shark to her, a Shark brand. And so it was like, okay, it's not just us that are happy with that. A lot of people are. And then this is our favorite little Tovolo little strainer basket. So we use this for berries and beans and just corn, frozen corn, and just, I mean, everything. Spinach, frozen spinach to thaw out. We actually have 2 of these. It's a little tiny one. It's just so convenient and easy to use and easy to store, and we love it. And we have 2 of them because we use them all the time, and sometimes Tom wants to use it the same time that I want to use it. And then we have these.
Well, how much is it?
I don't know. How much is it? Oh, it says currently unavailable.
Wait for it. $9.99. You have to buy that one.
You have to get the red.
Yeah, you have to get the red one. And I think the link I have is probably for this one. The link in the show notes is this one.
Okay, great. And then the other thing, if you'll put us on camera too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have my spatula.
And I have my spatula because everybody needs one of these. This is a Star, is it Star Pack is the name of it?
Yeah.
Silicone spatula, and we use them every day, both of us, both spatulas, because it's like the best spatula. So there is a unique reason for those of you that follow us. You know that we chop salads in our Holland wood bowls, and the shape of it, and we also use either Tammy's ranch dressing or Caesar dressing or some California balsam mix vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
And the shape of this silicone spatula perfectly fits the contour of the inside of the wooden bowl. So when you're dispensing out of the bowl onto your serving dish, you're able to scrape every delicious tiny bit of dressing and salad out of the bowl into your serving dish, and you miss nothing. So they just, you get it's like squeegeeing a window. You get to squeegee out the contents of your salad chopping bowl into your serving dish. They work great for that. I use them for stirring when I'm making rice to rinse the rice to give it a good stir.
Yes.
But mostly I do use mine because I eat a salad most days, and I'm using this spatula to dispense every tasty morsel out into my serving bowl.
Yes. So there
there
is a question about the full-size muffin pan. Does it fit in the Breville oven? Yes, it does. So the great thing about that Breville Smart Oven Air is a full-size 12-cup muffin tin will fit in there. A 9x13 baking dish will fit in there. My lasagna pan fits in there. So in the Ninja, you can fit a 6-cup muffin pan. And then for the casserole dishes, like an 8-inch will fit in there, maybe a 9, and depending on how deep they are. I have some casserole dishes that are too deep that won't fit in the Ninja. So you just have to kind of check and see. We have, which Breville model do you have? We have the BOV 900. And I bet Tom can bring that up as well. He'll bring that up. So the Breville Smart Oven Airs do come in different sizes. There is a size smaller than this that a 9x13 will not fit in, but it's a great little toaster oven with the air fryer function. My mom has a pretty small kitchen, and so she bought the next size down from this, and we were there in May visiting, and it worked great, and she's so happy to have it because in the summertime she can still, you know, bake a little something and not heat up her kitchen with her great big oven. Yeah.
Okay, so this is under our small appliances and related accessories category on our page in the ideal list category. And if you scroll down here, you see the Breville. It is available right now at $3.99. You see the grill mesh mats that Tammy talked about that make the trays easy to clean for $13.54. The OXO jelly roll pan that fits inside the Breville. The BOV 900 ACB bamboo cutting board that you see on top of our Breville, which you can see over there behind Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
With the tomatoes on it. We take the tomatoes off when we use it. And the Hug-a-Plug is, because you'll notice we're pretty close to the wall back there, and you can see the outlet just peeking above the breadboard there. I have that black, this black plug you see here in the lower left-hand corner, allows the cord to come out sideways so it doesn't run into the back of the unit. So I've listed the Breville and quote-unquote related accessories all there together on that page, and I don't know, we have hundreds of very happy Breville customers that have picked that machine up, and we have many of the Ninja folks too, because $400 is a lot for an air fryer, but for us it's so much more than an air fryer.
It is, because we use it for everything.
Yeah, for baking and proofing and
toasting
and reheating.
Yes.
On the quick with the air fryer. You know, not sorry to air fry something, but you're going to heat stuff up really fast.
You can.
So
yeah. So we love the Breville. Everyone that has bought one has reported back to us how much they love it and how much they use it. And so it's just, you know, I don't know how we would get along now without it because we're so dependent on it.
Okay, you're back on camera one.
Okay.
Checking questions here.
Yeah, so any more questions that you have? Yeah, do get the pan that fits in the Breville. This is so great. So in fact, I got a second one because if I'm baking cookies or, want to do, a double batch of something, then I can have one prepped and ready to go in the oven as soon as I pull the other one out. So these are great pans. They don't warp, they're nice and heavy. And so they just retain their shape and provide even baking, and they're great. So happy with those.
Just kind of checking it back in review. Did we answer Karen and hers question about both pans, Skin Pan and GreenPan? Both pans come in stainless steel versions and the hard anodized aluminum versions. They have different families of products within their overall line. So you have to dig into the details on each listing. Our Skin Pan and our GreenPan are both stainless steel exterior. The ones we talked about on Amazon Live today are hard anodized aluminum, but have the same interior that ours does, that we're quite happy with. So
right.
Let's see. Scrolling down here, I'm almost to the bottom.
Okay.
So yeah, we have the BOV 900 BSS Mona. And yeah.
Lots of activity today.
Yeah, well,
I love it.
Yeah, we've been on for almost
Okay, what
2
we didn't
hours.
talk about is the Vitamix. Did you want to talk about the Vitamix?
I had the screen up here, and then we kind of took a different turn. So,
Okay.
So yeah, and the one we're going to be talking about is the refurbished from Vitamix, the direct kit. So I'll go get that for you.
Okay.
Put you back on.
And do you have it in the show notes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so in the show notes, you're going to find the information for, oops, he's coming from this way. I didn't know which way you were coming, babe.
And I got to get the stuff that comes with it too, and I'll show that on screen as well.
Okay. And which carafe does it have?
It comes with the
With this lid or the other lid?
64-ounce low profile.
With this lid or the other lid?
That lid.
Okay, great.
This is the factory refurbished $449, not refurbished, renewed, which we talk about what that means. And I'll
Okay.
put the picture on screen.
Great. Okay, so what you'll get, and this is a direct deal from Vitamix, and Tom's going to find it and put it up on the screen.
You know, if you have earned some bonus dollars from Amazon and are looking for something to spend them on, Amazon does offer this same program, and it's in our small appliances list. You will find the renewed Vitamix Venturous V1200 there as well. Also $449. There's no price difference. But the folks at Vitamix have been working very hard for us, and you know, it would be great to get this from them directly if you are so inclined, because there's no price advantage other than if you have free Amazon points to use up.
Yeah.
So, because the lady at our manager from Vitamix told us about this program for this particular device, and what Tim is going to tell you about what a great bargain it is for the technology and for that particular device.
Okay, and it's not called refurbished.
No, it's renewed.
It's renewed.
What's that mean?
And what that means is, first of all, they only do renews on products that are less than 1 year old. And they know how old it is given the serial
Not
number.
at least 1 year, but out of the factory.
Out of the factory for 1 year. And so she said, like, if it has sat at Williams-Sonoma or at the Amazon warehouse, and it's been over a year that it sat there, even if it hadn't been purchased yet and, you know, hadn't been out of the box during that time, then it won't be renewed. So it has to be a new production, a fairly new production piece for them to renew it. And anything that comes in contact with the food will not be reused. You will get new. So really, it's just the base that is renewed, and they run it and make sure that nothing is wrong with it. And she said most of them have been returned, not because there's something wrong with it. It was returned because, you know, the buyer decided they didn't want it. And so you'll get a brand new carafe with it. And this is a 64-ounce carafe. It's the low-profile carafe, which means it fits underneath your kitchen countertops. If your kitchen countertops are at the standard height, then you will also get the tamper with it, and that goes in the top. I have to take this off so I can get to it. And that goes in the top. And why can I not get this off? There we go. I'm just turning the wrong way, I think. And so the tamper goes in here. And as you can see, it does not touch the blade. And so the tamper helps you move that food down towards the blade so that it will all get blended well. So if you have made my chocolate chia pudding, you know how important the tamper is. If you're doing smoothies with a ton of greens, you know how important the tamper is to help get that food down in there so that it can get incorporated and drawn in to the blades. So you're going to get that. And then also in this renewed kit, you're also going to get the blender jar. And this is great when you're making a smaller amount of an item that you want to puree. Say, you know, usually it's a sauce or a dressing or something like that, where you're making a smaller quantity of it. And this, you don't need to use this big 64-ounce container. And then this also has the pour lid on it as well, so you can, you know, pour and store right from here if you want. And it has the adapter here that fits on here, and then this goes on the blender base, and this has what they call the self-detect technology. And it means that this blender base reads the chip that's in the base of this, and it knows what container you have on here. So it knows what speed it should run at in order to be safe and properly use this container. And so that's pretty cool. And then also, because of the model that this is with the self-detect, then you can use any of the new self-detect accessories, like my food processor attachment works on the self-detect. And so you would be able to use that on here as well. So, so those are a really good deal to get one of the Vitamixes that has been renewed, because you're still going to get a warranty with it. It's going to be all the quality that you expect from a Vitamix. And you know, we use our Vitamix blender all the time and absolutely love it. It's got so much power and it can do so many things. And so all of the Vitamix blenders have the ability to do all of the same basic functions. So you can blend, you can puree, you can dry chop, you can wet chop in them, you can make soup in them, you can actually put your ingredients in here and blend it and end up with a hot soup and not have to heat it up on the stove. And all of the blenders have those same basic functions. What's different is either the self-detect and the accessories that you can get for them, or the functionality on the front of the blender. So some of the blenders have presets, some everything is manual. And so that's where you get all the different nuances of the Vitamix blenders. So we have 2 Vitamix blenders and we absolutely love them.
So I just was going to show, and you're still in the little window here, this is the Amazon listing. And so like I was saying, it's $449.95 here for what they're showing in the picture. But if we wanted it, we could get it for $434.53 because we have some Amazon points to use.
Yes.
So but it's exactly the same listing here that you also find here on the direct to Vitamix site. So so either way you want to go on that is fine.
Yeah.
So.
And then I also want to point out to you, a lot of people don't know this, but your lid to the Vitamix lid is actually a little measuring cup. And so it is a 1 ounce, so it has markings on it for 1 ounce or ½ ounce. So let's say you need to add, you know, an ounce of lemon juice or something, you know, tahini, whatever it is, to the blender. You can put it in here, you can measure it, and then pour it in and put the lid on. And so I think that's pretty cool too. So we should do like a Vitamix blender class and teach people all about it. Stephanie says, any suggestions on getting the adapter off after blending, because I cannot unscrew it after blending with the adapter on my Vitamix?
Is that on the self-detect?
Oh, somebody's saying that you have no volume.
Oh.
Can you check? and see?
Yeah, I don't have volume. Thank you.
Thank you. You need new batteries?
No, I bumped my off button.
He bumped it. He bumped his off button. Thank you guys so much.
So they would have heard me through you a little bit now. And now I should have plenty of sound here.
So Stephanie, do you have any suggestions? Stephanie says, any suggestions on getting the adapter off after blending, because I cannot unscrew it after blending with the adapter on my Vitamix.
So are you talking about the self-detect base?
I think she is.
Okay, because there's a seal there, but and it's got lots of grabbable ridges here. You know, you can use one of those rubber lid openers.
I was going to say one of those silicone
just the
lid openers.
But this has got a lot to get a hold of too.
It does get screwed on really tight after it's been on here.
Yeah. And
it won't run unless that is screwed on really tight. I don't know how it knows, but it knows.
It doesn't want it leaking.
Yeah.
Another thing, so as far as physical dynamics, is hold it close to your body, and use, don't just use your wrist, but get it close to your body, and see how my arms are, and you're using your arms. So, am I enough on camera to show that?
You're on there.
Yeah. So you see how I'm doing that? I'm using more of my body to get more strength rather than being out here and just using my wrists, because that actually kind of hurts. So that's my only physical tip on that.
Okay.
Or
one of those silicone jar openers, because that will help give you grip on there. So, but I know what you're talking about. It can be really hard to unscrew it. Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Is there a wrench that came with it? There is. There is no wrench that I know of.
There isn't. You mean?
There is no wrench.
Okay.
No wrench.
All right.
There isn't a wrench. Not that I know of.
Not that I'm aware of either.
But also that would be a good thing to look on the Vitamix website
FAQs,
and see if they have frequently asked questions.
Are we done with all these papers here?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm talking about my mouse.
Is it lunchtime? Oh, it's 12:31.
Yeah, it's lunchtime. So this is a SanDisk 1 terabyte extreme portable SSD. Solid state drive is what that stands for. And it's $129. It's 48% off. It's usually $249. And why are we talking about this thing? I have a laptop. Tammy has a laptop. And our son-in-law and our son are both our son's a software engineer, and our son-in-law is a IT network manager. What do they call him? He is what do you call it? IT. He's an IT department for hire for small business. And he says, when's the last time you backed up your laptop? And I was like, never. He says, do you have any information in your laptop you want to make sure you
don't lose?
Don't lose. And I said, well, yeah, there's lots. He says, well, you need to be doing something. And so the laptop's portable. This is portable. You plug it in. You can do a manual backup. It does come with USB-C. It comes with a USB regular adapter to go on there, which we use on Tammy's computer. Mine has USB-C. This has a 1 terabyte in it, so you can back up a typical laptop's worth of stuff. I mean, we're in a digital marketing world where we purchase a lot of digital products and download them in our computers and watch them later or use them as references later. And if our computer crashes or dies, then we've lost all of that electronic property. So it's best to back it up in a little bit of something. For our world, I record entire movie shoots on this down here with our computers and cameras down here. Take it up to my big computer upstairs where I do my editing, and I can do a whole 2 hours worth of video in here and have plenty of room to spare. So it's pocket friendly. You can have it on a clip if you're in business and want to have something that really can go with you and keep all of your business electronic information.
You can take it on vacation with you and download your photos. Yeah,
yes. If you're using a camera like our Canon camera, I upgraded it. It came with like a 35 megabyte chip, which is like nothing, and I upgraded it to something much bigger. But this is kind of becoming a household item if you value your digital information, that It's kind of how things are trending, you know, because we participate in buying electronic classes that we watch, tutorials. We sell cooking classes. You can download the cooking class. You know, if it's one that downloads ours, you watch right from our site. So that's not the best example. Some of them, they want you to download into your computer and watch it from there. So this saves your computer may only have a 512 gigabyte hard drive. Well, here's a whole nother terabyte, which triples your storage capacity on your computer. You can just plug it in and tell your computer to store whatever you're trying to store in this device.
And is that on sale?
It is, yeah, it's on Prime. It's 48% off. It's almost half off.
Wow.
Because these are not inexpensive, but they're becoming essential. They have become an essential part of our kitchen and work life. And we're no different than anybody else, so they're probably becoming essential elsewhere.
They're saying that your sound is still coming and going. There is some noisy interference somewhere.
We're losing our...
You're fine briefly, and then again, it's difficult to hear
hold
you.
on. We have a battery to change.
Okay, he's got to change a battery.
I see a red light here on this thing.
Okay, and somebody wants to know what's the difference between that and a thumb drive?
It's a very big thumb drive.
Uh-huh.
Thumb drive, jump drive, flash drive, all the same.
Larger capacity.
Okay, I'm going to switch sound. It's going to go dead for just a
It
moment.
goes.
Okay, we got sound.
Woohoo! Okay, thanks you guys.
I don't have sound yet because my batteries are...
Your batteries are going?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been live since 9. So a lot of hours on the battery this morning for that. So Tom's putting new batteries in for him. He'll have sound again here in just a moment.
Yeah, I actually took my batteries out and put them in the receiver. We have transmitters, and then we have a receiver over here, and the receiver is doing twice the work of each one of these, so its battery goes dead quicker than our individual transmitters.
Okay. Okay, so now no difference between this and the thumb drive, except that this has much larger capacity.
This is more storage capacity than most laptop computers that were purchased in the last 4 or 5 years. And so, because you pay for solid state drive space, you pay a premium for that. And so people tend to not buy computers with 2 terabytes of storage.
Right.
512 is real typical. 1 terabyte today might be typical because memory is getting cheaper. But for getting a big block of big memory, $129 for a terabyte that's this portable. You can buy from like MyBook or from Seagate on Amazon. I don't list them here. I should list our Seagate. Maybe I have it on there. I bought a 5 terabyte for my big computer upstairs because I'm backing up all of our videos in there. And it was a couple $100, and it's 5 terabytes, but it's a spinny thing. It's got to stay plugged in, and it's got a drive in it that's spinning. It's not solid state. So if you want something that is durable, storable, and easy to use, solid state is a better way to go. Okay,
so Jesse added that in addition to the size difference, the storage device Tom has allows you to plug it in without the drive itself interfering with the use of other plug-in devices in ports on either side.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. Jesse's another good computer person.
She's another IT person.
Yeah, she's a good IT person too. I don't think we ended up talking about those. Do you want to mention those briefly or not?
Yeah, we should. Let me make sure that they're still on Prime here. I'm going to go back to our...
Okay.
I'm going to go back to our page and click on that link.
He's just going to make sure, because things are selling out for Prime days. So we just want to make sure that what we talk about is still available. So crazy. And we will be going live on Thursday as well. We'll be doing our regular chat with you all Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
We add those later, so I've got to add them in here because we added them. You had me add them after I did the YouTube.
Okay.
So they're not listed, but let me just look at it.
Okay, he's going to look and see. But here's what we're going to talk about.
Go ahead
So
and get started. I'll find
we're
out.
going to talk about our Echo Dots.
You can put you on camera one while I work on this.
Okay, let me move my stuff then. We keep flipping back and forth. So I don't know how many of you have the little smart speakers, but this is our first one that we had. This is an Echo Dot, and our son gave it to us one year.
$17.99 discounted from $40.
Yeah, usually $40, and it's down to $17.99, still available. And Tom will put a link in the show notes. And this is a device to have. So our son gave us one, and we just fell in love with it. And then we started wanting them in every room. And so we bought many of them. And Tom bought another one today for one of our spare bedrooms where the kids take a nap. So you can talk to the speaker and have it do things for you. I don't want to say the name, because if you have one at home, then it'll think that I'm asking it to do something. But we can check on our Amazon orders with this. We can listen to our local radio stations with this. We can ask it to act as a timer. When I'm cooking in the kitchen, I can say, hey, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. And it will do that. I can tell it to order something for me on Amazon. We can listen to music at night. We can ask it questions. If we're all in the kitchen and we're saying, hey, who was that actor that played that character in such and such movie? You can ask it that. You can play games with it. There's so many things, like trivia games and different things that you can do with it. And we use these all the time. So in the rooms that the grandkids take their naps in, we can have it play ocean sounds. We like to listen to some soft music when we go to sleep at night. We can have it. We can tell it to play for 1 hour. We can connect it to our Bluetooth speaker if we want to do that. So they come in different colors, and they have some different sizes now. This is an adapter that we have. This is the one from my kitchen, and I don't want it. You can have them sit down on a counter, on a nightstand, on an end table, on a desk. In the kitchen, though, I want it to be up on the wall outlet, so we bought these adapters. Also in the bathroom, I have one that sits up because I like to listen to National Public Radio in the morning when I'm getting ready for the day. And so this little adapter, it fits in it, and then this plugs into any wall outlet, and then the cord will just wind up right here in the back of it. Nice and neat, and you can get them in white or black, and then it just kind of disappears, and then you have it available. And when an Amazon order is delivered, then it lights up, and it has kind of a rainbow colored ring around it that lights up. And so then I'll just ask it, what are my it's not messages. What are my notifications?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm in the middle of something. And then it will tell me such and such order was just delivered. And then we'll know to go to the front door and get the delivery.
They're in there. They're down at the bottom of the show notes. In the Amazon section. I was in the YouTube section. They're in the bottom of the Amazon Live section, the Amazon Prime Day deal section, not the YouTube regular deal section.
Okay.
So they are in the show notes.
So it makes me remember the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Cartoon that we watched when we were kids. It makes me think of the Jetsons, how they would, every device would talk to them and stuff. Or from the Star Trek movies, when they would, talk to the computers, and it kind of reminds me of that. So we've come a long way because all that stuff is coming true. So anyway, we love these. We use them.
About the new one?
We use them all the time. Yeah, if you want to talk about the new one, that'd be great.
Okay. All right. On the screen here, you'll see last purchase, July 12th, 2022. That's today. I ordered a 4th generation with premium sound smart home HUD and Miss A in charcoal. And it's usually $100, and I got it for $59.99. This has all the functions that Tammy was talking about. We use Spotify, we use Pandora, and we use Amazon Music. And so it connects to whichever one of those you want. But this one has an enhanced sound. So essentially it's the same as this, except it sounds better.
Uh-oh, you're going to be jelly and you're going to want to replace all of these with that better one.
No, because we have the Bluetooth speaker in our bedroom that we connect this
Oh,
to.
what's the channel that you like on Spotify?
Liquid Mind.
Liquid Mind.
For sleeping, for ambient, go to sleep music. It's called Liquid Mind.
Yeah, or if you're just stressed out, it's a great way it's calming and it will relax you.
Yeah.
The Liquid Mind.
Yeah, it's a very nice collection.
Because sometimes we've even listened to it in the car, like on road trips and stuff, just because it's nice and relaxing.
So, okay.
Tracy Reese wants to know if we're going to go live tomorrow for more Amazon deals.
We have a few things that we might throw up on Amazon. We can't say what they are right now because we're under embargo about tomorrow's specials. And I only found 3 of our things that we use that are on that. But we might go live for 30 minutes or so and cover those and anything else that people ask about.
But
so,
it'll probably be after lunchtime.
After lunch,
because we have appointments in the morning.
So maybe like a 1:30 time frame, something like that. We'll go on for a little bit tomorrow. So, and do that because they're things that we use regularly. They are on Prime Deal, and it won't take us long to share that information. So
promise.
And yeah, and I'll recheck the list for tomorrow to see if anything's changed or been added from Amazon. Jesse's saying a question here. Does this device allow you to connect to Audible and listen to books? If Amazon is an Audible product, yes. I mean, if Audible is an Amazon product.
Well, if it was plugged in, we could ask it. If it was plugged in, we could say.
I can run upstairs and ask the one upstairs real quick.
You could.
Okay.
I'll just talk to him.
All right. I'll be right back.
So Pamela says, love your cup. Where did you purchase it? It was a birthday gift last year from Reeves and Dylan. And I love it. I use it every day. It has become my favorite tea mug. And isn't it cute? So they sent this to me with a lot of tea. And I love it. It's a great shape. And I wish I had a whole set of them. I think it's amazing. So thank you. I love it too. So anyway, you can ask me any questions, you guys, anything plant-based that you want to ask while Tom runs up and tries to find out if you can listen to Audible on these smart speakers. You can also use them to turn lights off and on, and we can also use it. We have an Amazon microwave, a small microwave upstairs in our game room, and we can actually use the smart speaker to turn on the microwave. And also it does have buttons on it for volume and off and on as well, or so you can do it manually, or you can talk to it and say, hey, increase volume, or hey, decrease volume, or shut off, or hey, I want to listen to the radio.
So I went up to the bathroom and I said, Miss A, can you connect me to Audible? And she said, yes, picking up where you left off. And it started playing something that you've been listening to.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there you can.
Not only did I get immediately connected, but I got connected right to where I left off. So
that's all right.
Wherever you left off.
Yeah, the great thing about Audible is that you can read a book while you're still doing things. And so I'm a multitasker. I do not have time in my life right now to sit down and just read a book because I'm thinking of all the 50 other things that I could be getting done. So I love that because I can actually read a book while I'm cooking in the kitchen or doing laundry or going for a walk or whatever it may be. So Audible is a great thing.
Tracy Reese asking, is there any much difference between speaker and the Apple HomePod. They serve essentially the same function. They're direct competitors. I can't give you any details about the Apple HomePod. I did look at them a while back at the Apple store when I was buying my Apple Watch or something, as we were waiting, and they seem to be a lot of the same function for quite a bit more money. I didn't see a huge, it was a unit that had bigger speakers and whatnot. Maybe that's why Amazon came out with the better sound. I think Apple was more focused on delivering really high fidelity sound, where this is just really standard sound or basic sound. The new one we're getting later today, I'm anxious to see that it's got some better sound coming out of it. So other than that, I don't know a lot about them. It just seemed like a lot more money.
And Google has one too, because we have one Google one.
We have one that Google sent us, yeah.
Yeah.
And we use it in one room, and it works well, but you have to kind of like pick a system and go with it.
Yes.
If I didn't receive the Google one for free, I wouldn't have bought it, because we're already down the path of Miss A and all of her functionality, and it gets confusing to mix too many things together.
So Jesse says that they have a smart ceiling fan that can connect to their Wi-Fi network and can be controlled by this device.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's cool too.
Yeah, my office lights upstairs
are.
I can just say, whoever, turn my lights on or off.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Well, technology is something else.
Okay.
Tracy Reese says, Tom, can you let us know how you like the sound on the new Amazon speaker when you get it?
Sure, I'll be happy to.
If we go live tomorrow, then you can
yeah.
share with it about that, because as soon as it comes, he's going to plug it in and test it.
I don't know that it will be on deal tomorrow, but it is an Amazon device. It would be nice if they did, but I didn't look to see.
Oh, if it's on tomorrow again?
Yeah, I didn't have that one on my horizons. When I found it when I was putting these on for today, because you suggested we talk about these since we use them every day.
Yeah.
And I was putting these on the list for the Amazon Live and for this YouTube Live, and that's when I spotted the other one was on special. I didn't know that it was available.
Oh, okay.
This is not my fault. I didn't put myself in that room. You sent me there.
I did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
my fault. You spent more money.
Cost you money. Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, Jesse, thank you so much for joining us today and moderating. You worked really hard, and we so appreciate that. And thank you to everyone that has joined us today. This has been fun.
Yeah, happy Prime Day. Come visit us at nutmegnotebook.com, at amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook. Check out your Prime stuff and anything else you wish once you walk through that door. Anything you do there does not affect the pricing of what you purchase, but it does help our channel. We thank you for that.
We do, absolutely. It's all
now,
great.
What's that interesting looking thing there? Show or...
Says, please, Marcia says, please click on the like button to thank Tom and Tammy for sharing their time and talents with all of us. Yeah, if you would give us a thumbs up, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. It's not our
And Jessie says she wouldn't let Richard listen today. That's so funny.
It's never our intention that anybody buy everything. But hopefully that there's one little thing there where you go, oh, that will really work well for me. That's why we show like the little $6 kitchen thing and the $6 scissor and the $449 Vitamix and
we just like to share everything that we have found that makes this lifestyle easier, or just whatever saves us time around the house, or whatever's value, that we have found that is of value. And the great thing, Tom loves to research things. So when I say, oh, I need a new blender, or we need a new vacuum, or whatever it is, Tom loves to research. So he goes online and he'll read up on all of the things, and he'll read reviews.
Yeah, the GreenPan was a lot of research. Finding that particular device was
a lot of research.
The width, the depth, the interior coating, stainless steel or hard anodized,
Yeah.
So
you go to a lot of work, and so we usually have a pretty good idea that it's going to be a great purchase. by the time he's, you know,
I'm usually trying
researched.
to balance value with quality. I don't automatically go for the least expensive stuff. I don't automatically go for the most expensive stuff. I'm trying to find that sweet spot in the middle.
Right.
Of functionality and value. So, okay.
Okay, good job, honey.
Let's get some lunch.
I'm really hungry.
Okay. All right.
Woohoo! It's time to eat, you guys. So, Jesse, thank you.
Mornings. Yes, thank you, Jesse.
And we will try to pop on tomorrow after lunch to give you a little update on what there is tomorrow on Amazon Prime. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Happy shopping. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy one meal at a time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.